Hi there, Jennifer here. Today I'm really excited to share with you a step-by-step, round-by-round tutorial on how to crochet this very unique and beautiful butterfly motif. This motif uses a combination of strategically placed front and back post stitches to define the butterfly shape. Each motif is made with just 3 colors. The color you begin with in round 1, color A, is actually the same color that you'll use for the wings. Then you'll use color B to create this center circle. By alternating between the 2 colors and working tall front post stitches around stitches in the rounds below, you'll create little spots on the wings and shape the wings as well. One of the tricks to creating visually stunning and eye-catching motifs in this pattern is to choose 2 highly contrasting colors. So you basically want 2 colors that when they're placed side by side, they can hold their own. And that'll help bring out the details in the butterfly. You might consider complementary colors, like those that are opposite each other on the color wheel, like yellow and purple, green and red, or blue and orange. Or you could always choose a lighter shade and a darker shade of the same color. The 3rd color will be your background color. When choosing the yarn for your background color, consider how it will look with the other colors in your butterflies. If you want a bold background, consider choosing a darker shade that has a high contrast to the colors in your butterflies. This will give your project a bright and vivid overall look. If you want a more subtle background, consider choosing a lighter shade that picks up some of the colors in your butterflies. This will give your project a softer look overall. If you like playing with color, then this is the project for you. I had so much fun coming up with the color combinations and the different color palettes for both of these projects. So this is the Butterfly Waltz baby blanket, and it's made with sheep cheese stonewashed, which comes in a wide variety of colors. You can see that I paired up a lot of like highly contrasting colors, like I said before, to kind of make those details of the butterflies pop. And then this is the Butterfly Waltz scarf, which is made with Manos del Uruguay Fino. I ended up finding, the mini skein sets that they have of Fino. They have like maybe 20 or 30 different sets, and they are in the most gorgeous color combinations. Whoever came up with those color combinations, hats off to them, because they're so cool and so much fun to work with. And I paired those so that all of the butterflies in this scarf are made with the mini skein set Esme. And I paired that with a solid hank of Fino in the color Admiral Blue, and for the background. And yeah, I'm really happy with how that came out. So again, all of the butterflies are made with the mini skein sets, and then the background's made with that one hank of full hank of Fino in the Admiral color. And then I couldn't resist, I had to make another one. So I want to show you this other one I made, which is made with, isn't this lovely? It's made with the Willa Manos del Uruguay mini skein set. So we have some greens and purples, mint, all these great colors. And I've paired it with whalebone for the background, which when in all the colors I saw online, it was more of like a white or cream with like pops or like hints of lavender throughout. And I was kind of surprised when I got it in the mail and saw that it was like more lavender, but you know what? It actually worked out really well. So I had a lot of fun coming up with different palettes for this. And in fact, if you purchase the pattern for actually both of them, I ended up including many different color palettes to kind of get you started. So in this one I came up with 2 separate additional color palettes, and then 2 variations of each of those. So you end up getting like 5 different color palettes to get you started. And then you'll also get a coloring sheet so you can kind of play with colors that way. And the same thing with the scarf. You're gonna get 2 pages worth of, like I'll give you the mini skein, and then I'm providing 2 potential full skeins, like what you might use as a background color for each of those different mini skein sets. So I think you're going to end up getting like 8 maybe different possible colorways that you might try, and also a coloring sheet to help you plan it. And if you want to go off in your own direction and do your own thing, you could always use the coloring sheet to kind of get some ideas there. This is a great project for stash busting if you want to go that route and just make up your own colorway. I know so many of us have those mini skeins that we've picked up all over the place, or like I have so many full hanks of like hand-dyed yarn that I've picked up from fairs and festivals. I would love to, I just want to dive into my stash and see what I have and kind of like start pairing things and see what kind of scarf I come up with what I already have. Yeah, and if you want to go that route, definitely give it a try, because this is the right project for that kind of thing. In the pattern, I also will give you, in both instances, the yarn quantity that you will need for each of the colors in the motif. So that way you can kind of like, if you have a gram, if you have a scale at home, like a food scale that you use, or, you know, anything that has like grams, or grams is probably the most accurate to use. You can weigh your yarn and see if you have enough before you actually go about crocheting your motif. But yeah, just play, give it a try. Like I said, you want to choose contrasting colors. If you are ever in doubt about whether two colors will work, you could always like go out, take them outside and look at them in natural light or next to a window and just see if the two colors are distinct. You know, like when you hold them up together, you want to be able to see like a crisp line between the two of them. Imagine like if you put black and white together, you'll see that very crisp division between the two. If you put together maybe like a light pink and a light orange, you might not be able to distinguish as easily the dividing line between those two, and those might not be a good color combination for this particular motif, because again, you want two contrasting colors so that you'll be able to see all the details. So I mentioned the additional color palettes and coloring sheets that I added to each of the patterns. Well, I probably should let you know that there are a lot of additional resources that I've included as well. So with each of the patterns, you'll also get stitch charts for the motif. And for those people who really love stitch charts, I think you'll be excited to know that I gave the full stitch chart, but then I also broke it down by round. You'll see in this tutorial that in a lot of instances we're working into rounds, like one or more rounds below, and that can get a little tricky. And so I thought it would be nice to have a stitch chart for each round to kind of help you see where everything fits, how everything fits. I've also included a 10-page tutorial, a photo tutorial. So I know for a lot of us visual learners, it's much easier to see. Videos are great, but sometimes it's nice just to have that static image to look at, to really inspect closely. I know that helps me. So I've included a 10-page photo tutorial as well. I'll leave a link to the Butterfly Waltz blanket and scarf in the description below. Your purchase directly supports me as an independent designer and helps me to continue creating patterns and content like this. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more crochet techniques, tips, and tutorials, and check out the links in the video notes for more ways to find me and my patterns.